The Lithuanian armed forces consist of 15,570 active personnel. Conscription was ended in September 2008 but was reintroduced in 2015 because of concerns about the geopolitical environment in light of Russia's military intervention in Ukraine. Lithuania's defense system is based on the concept of total and unconditional defense, mandated by Lithuania's national security strategy. The goal of Lithuania's defense policy is to prepare their society for general defense and to integrate Lithuania into Western security and defense structures. The Defense Ministry is responsible for combat forces, search and rescue, and intelligence operations. The 4,800 border guards fall under the Interior Ministry's supervision and are responsible for border protection, passport and customs duties, and share responsibility with the Navy for smuggling, drug trafficking and interdiction. A special security department handles VIP protection and communications security. Structure. The Lithuanian Armed Forces consist of the Lithuanian Land Force, Lithuanian Air Force, Lithuanian Naval Force, Lithuanian Special Operations Force and other units. Logistics Command, Training and Doctrine Command, Headquarters Battalion, Military Police. Directly subordinated to the Chief of Defense are the Special Operations Forces and Military Police. The reserve forces are under command of the Lithuanian National Defense Volunteer Forces. Lithuanian Land Force. The core of the Lithuanian Land Force structure is the Iron Wolf Mechanized Infantry Brigade, consisting of 3 mechanized infantry battalions and artillery battalion. Other units include King Mindaugas Hussar Battalion, Grand Duchess Barutiolan Battalion, Grand Duke Buegidas Dragoon Battalion, Duozas Vitkus Engineer Battalion and Duozas Luxor Land Force Training Center. The Lithuanian Land Forces are undertaking a major modernization. New weapons and a heavier armor are going to be acquired. In 2007, the Land Forces bought the German Heckler & Koch G36 rifle to replace the older Swedish AK-4 as main weapon. It is planned to buy new infantry fighting vehicles. Lithuania is determined to restructure the armed forces so that from the end of 2014, 1/10 of the land forces could at any given time be deployed for international operations, while half of the land forces would be prepared to be deployed outside Lithuania's borders. The volunteers have already successfully participated in international operations in the Balkans, Afghanistan and Iraq. The NDVF consists of 6 territorial units. Lithuanian Air Force. The Lithuanian Air Force is an integral part of the Lithuanian Armed Forces. The LAF is formed from professional military servicemen and non-military personnel. Units are located at various bases across Lithuania: Kaunas, Karmeliva, Nemiršta, Šiauliai, Radviliškis. The initial formation of the LAF was the 2nd Transport Squadron, with the transfer of 22 aircraft from civilian to military use, with initial basing at the Barashai Air Base on 27 April 1992. These were joined by 4 L-39C Albatros aircraft purchased from Kazakhstan as part of the intended 16 to be used by the 1st Fighter Squadron. Mi-8 helicopters were modernized by LAF. In 2008, 2 medium-range radars were acquired for the Air Force's Airspace Surveillance and Control Command. Airspace is patrolled by jet fighters from other NATO members, which are based out of the city Šiauliai. The European Union's external border is patrolled by aviation unit of the Lithuanian State Border Guard Service, which received new helicopters, EC-120, EC-135 and EC-145. Lithuanian Navy. The Navy has over 600 personnel. The Navy consists of the warship flotilla, the sea coastal surveillance system, the explosive ordnance disposal divers team, the Naval Logistics Service, Training Center and Maritime Rescue Coordination Center. The flotilla is the core component of the Navy, and consists of the Mine Countermeasures Squadron, the Patrol Ships Squadron, and the Harbor Boats Group. The current Commander-in-Chief of the Lithuanian Navy is Rear Admiral Kęstutis Makirovskas. The naval base and headquarters are located in the city of Klaipėda. The Navy uses patrol ships for coastal surveillance. The three newly acquired Fly-Fisken-class patrol vessels replace the older Storm-class patrol boats and Grisha-class corvettes. Special Operations Force. Lithuanian Special Operations Force of Lithuanian Armed Forces has been in operation de facto since 2002, and it was established de jure on 3 April 2008, when amendments of National Defense System Organization and Military Service Law came into force. SOF is formed from the Special Operations Unit. SOF are responsible for the following tasks: special reconnaissance, direct actions, and military support. It is also in charge of other tasks, e.g., protection of EIP in peacetime. The core of the SOF is based on the Special Purpose Service, Vytautas, the Great Jaeger Battalion and Combat Divers Service. Lithuanian Air Force Special Operations Element is subordinate to the unit at the level of operations management. Structure of the SOF is flexible, which makes it easy to form squadrons intended for concrete operations and missions from its elements. The SOF can be called upon inside the territory of Lithuania when law enforcement agencies lack or do not have necessary capabilities to react to terrorist attacks. Capabilities of special forces makes them the main national response force responsible for counter-terrorism operations and operations to prevent violations of sovereignty. SOF Squadron Aitvaras was deployed to Afghanistan on the Operation Enduring Freedom. From 2005 to 2006, SOF squadrons were on standby in NATO Response Force. International cooperation. Lithuania and NATO. Soon after restoration of independence, Lithuania applied for NATO membership in January 1994. Together with another 6 Central and Eastern European countries, Lithuania was invited to join the North Atlantic Treaty Organization in the 2002 Prague Summit and became a member of the alliance in March 2004. Lithuania entered NATO on full-fledged rights immediately after the procedures of joining the North Atlantic Treaty were completed and acquired rights to participate in the political decision-making process of the alliance. Integration into the military structures of NATO became a long-term task of Lithuanian armed forces. Mechanized Infantry Brigade Iron Wolf was affiliated to the Danish division on the basis of agreements signed by Denmark and Lithuania in August 2006. Lithuanian armed forces started to boost ability of the brigade to cooperate with the forces of other NATO members. As Lithuania and the other Baltic states do not have capabilities to secure their airspace, fighter jets of NATO members were deployed in Zokniai Airport near the city Šiauliai to provide cover for the Baltic states' airspace as soon as Lithuania acquired membership in the alliance. Lithuania also cooperates with the 2 other Baltic states, Latvia and Estonia, in several trilateral Baltic Defence Cooperation initiatives. Baltic Battalion, Infantry Battalion for participation in international peace support operations, headquartered near Riga, Latvia. Baltic Naval Squadron, naval force with mine countermeasures capabilities, headquartered near Tallinn, Estonia. Baltic Air Surveillance Network, Air Surveillance Information System, headquartered near Kaunas, Lithuania. Joint Military Educational Institutions. Baltic Defence College in Tartu, Estonia, Baltic Diving Training Center in Liepāja, Latvia and Baltic Naval Communications Training Center in Tallinn, Estonia. In January 2011, the Baltic states were invited to join NordEFCO, the defense framework of the Nordic countries. In November 2012, the three countries agreed to create a joint military staff in 2013. Future cooperation will include sharing of national infrastructures for training purposes and specialization of training areas and collective formation of battalion-sized contingents for use in the NATO Rapid Response Force. Foreign missions and operations. Lithuanian soldiers take part in the international operations since 1993. Since the summer of 2005, Lithuania has been part of the International Security Assistance Force in Afghanistan, leading a provincial reconstruction team in the town of Chacheren in the province of Ghor. The PRT includes personnel from Denmark, Iceland and US. There are also Special Operation Forces units in Afghanistan. They are placed in Kandahar province. Since joining international operations in 1993, Lithuania has lost 2 soldiers. First Lt. Normandis Valteris fell in Bosnia, Sergeant Arūnas Jelmalavičius in Afghanistan. Ranks